Alright everybody, welcome to another Modern stream. Today we have a couple of donation lists that for whatever reason just lined up in such a way where we're going to be basically playing turns tribal. We're going to be starting off with this interesting concept of using Fires of Invention. This is a pretty busted card, one of the many busted cards from Throne of Eldraine. And the concept here is that basically you are not going to need to tap mana in order to cast your spells. Also, you cannot cast spells on your opponent's turn, which can be problematic, but we're going to see how that works out. But the big combo obviously is with Savor the Moment. Savor the Moment is a very cheap an extra turn spell, but with the very high cost of skipping your untap step. So basically you get an extra turn, but then you don't have too much mana to take advantage of it. So that is basically the trade-off that we got going on here. So the idea is we are able to take extra turns with Savor the Moment, Time Warp, and then virtual extra turns with Exhaustion. And then eventually we manage to win with Chandra, Jace the Mind Sculptor, or Pyromancer's Ascension, plus Lightning Bolt and a couple of nonsense. So this deck is pretty interesting. We also have something pretty cool, which is the lock with Narset and Gaia Rich Sanitarium. So these are the angles of attack that the deck has, and then it has Serum Visions in order to set up, Lightning Bolt as removal, and Remand Cryptic Command as cheap ways of interacting. We're gonna see how this works out. I imagine that the current modern metagame is gonna be infested with the new card, the Lumimancer card. So I imagine that it's gonna be tough to be playing a deck like this one that is trying to assemble control of the board state. This deck is no slouch though. Like, we're playing 4 Engineered Explosives in the sideboard and 2 Anger of the Gods plus Lightning Bolt. So we do have some tools against the aggressive strategies. So we're gonna see how that works out. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy this content. If you do, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button, and you can help grow the channel. And leave me a comment as well if you're interested in that. And I'll see you for round number 1. All right, folks, welcome to round number 1. I imagine we just gotta keep this. We're playing against Tron. I can't imagine the Tron matchup being a great one for us. Oh my god, the lag is incredible. Did you see how long it took for me to F6? Like, I hit the F6 button and it took like a solid 5 seconds for the turn to actually go by. Oh man, this might not be a good day to be playing this deck. This may not be a very good deck to be playing a very good day to be playing this deck. So opponent completes Tron. Now what? Nothing, huh? Shauna coming back for the 20th month. Thank you so much for all the support, Shauna. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Always a pleasure. Thank you by Brewing Cosima. I honestly don't understand why so many people are so high on that card. I really don't get it. But a lot of people are high on that card. Look at all the combos with Narset. Gaia Rich Sanitarium, Howling Mine. all of the combos. We can't really beat Karn, so we just have to pass the turn and Cryptic it. Went 301 in locals last night with Titan. The Cyber guy was clutch. Oh, awesome, Jeff Cat. That's awesome. Happy that the Cyber guy helped out. Narset Wheel. Wheel would be sick. Can we find a time warp? Well, Remand is not going to do anything, so let's do Serum Visions on top. Then, oh no, we can't. Like we already. Oh, yikes! Because if I play the Fires now, I can't play the Savor the Moment. Because we can only play 2 spells, and it already sees the Serum Visions as played. So maybe I should have just not played the Serum Visions. Let's go with Narset. Maybe my opponent will use resources to kill the Narset. And I'm going to try to look for another Time Walk effect. Those are not Time Walk effects. We do have another look next turn. Maybe we can get something going with these Fires. Ugin. That really sucks. That really sucks. Because they even get to plus to kill the Narset, which is kind of brutal. So this turn, we savor the moment with Fires. Pass the turn. We see what we draw. Hopefully we find another savor the moment or something like that would be ideal. Narset. So I guess Narset is better than Jason Maya Sculptor. Because it looks 4 cards deep, while Jace only looks 3 cards deep. And we need to find another Time Walk effect here. Like, that's the only way that we can win here. Bingo. Ding, ding, ding. So we play a land, cast Time Warp. Target ourselves. I guess we want to draw with Gaia Reach. Don't see why not. Pitch in Lightning Bolt, I guess. Like, it's not that this is gonna change anything, right? If we don't finish going off here, we're gonna lose. So we just have to get there. Okay, so start with Narset. I'm trying to set up this Pyromancer's Ascension, but I don't think maybe we can. So we're gonna start off with Narset. Then we're gonna Gaia Reach. Well, exhaustion doesn't quite do it though. Because my opponent still gets to untap with the Ugin. And they get to exile everything, so that doesn't quite do it. So let's draw with Gaia Reach. We haven't played any spells so far, so I think I'm just gonna play Jace and I'm gonna Brainstorm. Ding. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so now we get Time Warp and we have Jace going. This coming turn... Exhaustion just doesn't do anything in the face of the Ugin. The Cryptic Command is in the yard, so we can't do anything there. I guess Valakut Awakening can draw us a ton of cards. We're just sending our entire hand, I think. We're looking for Chandra. It's Time Warp. Okay, this is looking good now. Put that on top. Put that on top. I guess I should have minused. Whoops. Bottom. I guess we savor the moment. Now I'm going to try to find... We already have the Time Warp, so now I'm looking for... Another savor the moment. One of my win cons. Like, this would be a great turn to resolve Chandra. Ding. We can't cast off of Chandra with this, right? So let's put this on top. And this on top. Gonna cast Chandra. Gonna plus. Then we're gonna savor the moment. We can cast with fire as a spell, we exile with Chandra. Oh, is that how it works? That's sick. So there's a remand on top. We're just gonna will with Chandra, so it's great. So put that on top and that on top and that on top. I think I'd rather take the damage though. I really don't need the cards. Like we're kind of doing fine in terms of cards. The lag is killing me though. This lag is just absolutely brutal. Like, this is definitely not the best. Not the best day to be playing this deck. Cast with fires, target myself. Cast with fires, I guess. Cast Narset. It's basically free, so keep that one. Dictate of Crufix. Imagine that this should be enough. Because they can't get rid of the old. They can't get rid of the thing though. So we're just gonna be able to kill them. Thanks to Chandra. I'm not gonna mill myself. Like the Chandra ultimate is gonna win very, very quickly, so I'm not too concerned. Not cast exhaustion. Cast this with fires. Draw 3. Savor the moment. Yeah, I don't know what my opponent is doing. I think that they're just hoping that the lag times me out. That's the only thing that makes sense at this point, because like they're obviously just dead. They're just trying to like get a hit on clock, I guess. Which is whatever. Dan Francisco with a tier 1 sub. 26 months. One of the OGs. Dan, thank you so much for the continued support for the stream. This was a really good show. This was a really good showcase right there. This card does not mess around. This card really does not mess around. F6 is not having a good time right here. Can you believe that this card was like standard legal for way too long? Oh, come on, opponent. Let's go. Let's go. Just die already. Okay, what do we want here? We want Forces of a Negation. Maybe Aether Gust. That's about it. Do we want Pyromancer's Ascension? Probably not. I guess it's a second win condition. Nah. Just go with this. Instead looks like some fire. Indeed. Inventive fire. Sad face. Keep this. Shipping that? Or am I shipping that? Ship that. This deck used to be very modern viable. The Mystic Sanctuary got banned. Yeah, it sounds about right, honestly. That Mystic Sanctuary card was real jerk, though. Really hoping to find something here. That counts. This is 4 lands. We're gonna find another land. We're totally gonna find another land, right? Right, Chad? We're just totally gonna find another land. No need to keep that one on top. Fires was banned in Standard June 1, 2020, along with the companion rule change. Good. Good riddance. Tron? Of course. Of course, Tron. I actually don't care about the worm coil, so found another tower. So if they have Ulamog, we can't win, so that's fine. It's kind of whatever. We could just go to game 3. So let's fetch for an island, and I'm just gonna Serum Visions here. Not bad, not bad. I don't think either Gus is quite gonna cut it, so we're just gonna send both of this. And this turn, I'm probably remanding anything that my opponent throws at me. Next turn we can Fires plus Savor the Moment. Following turn we can Jace. We can attempt to go off from there. If they have Ulamog, we're dead, though. Not too much to say there. Yeah, I guess we're remanding this. It's kind of brutal, honestly, because now they get to coding. Although I guess they're probably gonna minus for Biting Needle. Are they gonna name Jace? Which is gonna make things a lot tougher. When they got coding. Coding is actually pretty good here. They can upkeep, take me off of a mana. I think I'm bouncing the worm coil. I can bounce the land also. Just gonna bounce the worm coil. If they have Karn liberated, we're probably dead. Yes. But otherwise, we could be kind of fine here. If they don't have anything too busted. Like, if they replay the worm coil, we're just good to go. That's currently where, yeah. So if they minus on my land, we're just dead. But if they don't, maybe we get him. But if they minus on the land, then I just cannot keep up. Yep. Okay. Man, them having that Karn on that turn, which was something that it was perfectly fine for them to remand, was just brutal. I think I want to go with the same setup. We were very close to winning there. My opponent needed to have all of the perfects. I like sand. I like this hand. Call me crazy, but I do like the blind jamming Howling Minds on 2 sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I would do that if I were on the play. I'm not gonna do that if I'm on, like, I was on the draw that game. And then I was drawing my opponent into the Karn, basically, which is, maybe I'm not so excited about that. I think we keep both of this. I should have, I ordered them in the wrong order. For whatever reason, I was playing Legacy yesterday, so I assume it was preordained. This is not preordained. Damn it. Crap. Obviously I wanted to draw the land there. Yikes. Big punt, big punt. Maybe it doesn't cost us. With Howling Mining players, Save the Omens turn into divinations. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna shock here. And I could exhaustion, but I think I'm just going to, if my opponent does, like, if they play a Wormcoil, for example, I can just flash in Dictate and I can untap an exhaustion. Such a big deal to be on the play here. Such a big deal. And we've even won game 1 on the play. Can I just attempt to go off through this Oblivion Stone? I guess that's what I'm doing. That's a ballsy proposition, but I think I'm into it. No pain, no gain, I guess. Let's go, baby. Give me a land off the top. Give me a land off the top. I am ready. Land right here. Land. Yes. Oh no, I don't have what's his name. Ah, damn it. For whatever reason, I thought I had Savor the Moment instead of Exhaustion, but this is Exhaustion. Ugh, this card sucks. What can we do here? I could Exhaustion. I mean, they're gonna draw 2 cards, so it's not that likely for them to miss a land drop. I guess I could Exhaustion anyway. And basically it locks them into doing something now. Let's see how this plays out. I think it's not gonna play out well. Exactly. As I said, I think it's not gonna play out well, but I guess I just had to untap. I just had to like hold up Remand, I guess. Savor the Moment. Now what? Now we just chase and brainstorm, looking for force. We gotta find force. Oh, now you show up? Now you show up? So they can crack O-Stone and they blow up everything. Maybe we have a shot here, actually. Yeah, we just had to dodge Ulamog. Wait. They didn't go after the lands? Why would they not go after the lands? Why on earth would they not go after the lands? Holy crap, can we chain? Can we luck sack into a win? Can we please luck sack into a win? We deserve it. Chat, we deserve this win. We deserve it. Oh, baby. So I guess I'm gonna Valakut Awakening, pitching Remand. We're gonna hold on to the second time warp. Why would you not take the lands, opponent? Damn it. We need to find like a Jace or a Narset or something here. Something that gives us value for every single turn. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. And now we're out of spells now. Yeah, that's brutal. Because we're just taking the turns, but we're not getting any value from the turns. We just needed to draw something like something that allows us to get ahead, basically. So now it's just every turn is just getting harder for us to go off. C-Mash with the Prime sub, welcome for the 15 months in a row. Welcome back. I'm Pimolans for the 9th month also. Thank you so much. So now I want to see like Jace into another Time War. Like that's how we can win. No, because we don't have enough cards in the deck to attack to wait for them to attack. We just don't have enough. Yeah. Okay. We tried. We were surprisingly close to getting there. That's amazing. My opponent had absolute perfects every single game, and we still... it was extremely close. Like, we were super, super close to winning. That was kind of impressive. Alright, let's see you for number 2. Welcome to round number 2. Playing against Yorion the Sky Nomad. Seems like a fine hand. Overgrown Tomb? Oh, this is probably just 5-color Niv, I would imagine. Winning against Samuel with Exhaustion would be awesome. Yep. I have to say I've lost a couple of a couple of matches to Exhaustion in my time. How many packs you have to pay? Oh, 1 pact. With what green mana though? It's really funny when you do that. We get punished if we draw exactly 0 visions, but I really want to... I really want to draw into something that sets me up, and I want to make good use of the scribe. Hoping I time out in limited prelims so I can get comped. That's funny. Are the prelims firing with Strixhaven now? Is it the new set that's live? Nice. Yeah, I just saw. I was assuming that usually the new sets happen on one day, and then they go till, like, they happen on Wednesday, for example, on Arena or something, and then they go live on Magic Online a couple of days after on Friday. So that's what I was expecting to happen, but apparently that's not the case. It's a cryptic command. This has to be 5-color Nev. So we're gonna get to Fires plus Saver. Following turn, we get to double Time Warp. Opponent doesn't get to draw extra cards. They could just have Helix to kill this Narset, which would suck, but... we are overall looking pretty good here. At least I think. Thoughtseize could mess things up. Some form of counter magic could mess things up, but I doubt my opponent's playing counter magic. It's 4 mana. Omnath. Okay. That's scary. Please just play a Nif. Okay, 4 mana is good. Just don't Helix my nut. Damn it! Ah! Hey Stabs, how's it going? It's going well. For now. We're enjoying some serious moto lag. Extra turn. Valakut Awakening. So I guess I want to bounce that land. Might as well, like it's not like a music cryptic for something else. Turn target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. Oh, cast with fires. Return target permanent to its owner's hand, draw a card. That's messy. Cast with fires, target me. You like the Valakut Awakening? Yeah, it looks pretty solid. Oh, come on, lag. I literally F6'd. Jace. Good, good, good. Can I let my opponent untap is the question. Because I kind of want to resolve this Pyromancer's Ascension. I guess I can just play Jace and minus an Omnath. Like, it's not like my opponent can kill me from here. They have mana to redeploy the Omnath, but if they do, they can't do anything else the rest of the turn, so that's fine. Like, they can kill my Jace, maybe, you know? They can do something like that, but if they kill my Jace, they don't play the Omnath, so I'm still under no pressure. Nahiri. That one's pretty good. That one's actually pretty good. Hola, Edpith. ¿Cómo andas? I don't think I want a Gaia Reach here. Yo, Spike with the raid. Thank you for that, man. Welcome everybody from Spike's stream. We're doing something here, I'll tell you. Let me tell you that we're doing something here. Joey, thank you for the follow. We can play Pyromancer's Ascension. How did the stream go? I watched the Timur deck, which looked fun. Didn't look particularly good, but it was definitely a good time. Freed, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 19 months. How's the Titan matchup? That's the only question that ever matters. Let's just draw 3. Because if I find the fires, I want to cast it right now. Did not find the fires. One, two. We play Pyromancer. Okay, so we just play Pyromancer's Ascension. And then we play Time Warp. And that puts one counter on the Ascension. Always yes, always healed. We can start doing the thing now. CB John Run with the Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Brand new subscriber. Look at this lag. Isn't this beautiful? Like, I can't click anything because it's already clicked. So, Serum Visions. That's the second counter. Bottom. Bottom. Do some of this. That's a winner, baby. So, we already cast the Serum Visions. Thank you for the follows, Leoj and Pineapple Major. Appreciate that. So, we're missing a land here. But we can find the land next turn. So, I can play Fires. No, I can play Savor the Moment now. That gives us 2 turns. That is 2 chances of finding a land so I can cast the Fires. Because the future turns, I get 2 extra turns with Savor the Moment. But both of those turns, I'm not going to get to untap. So I'm not going to have access to mana. So I think I just Savor, we copy it. So put that on top and that on top. Opposite order. So we Savor the Moment. Always yes, always yield. This is turn number 1. We're going to leave 4 mana here because I'm trying to set up Fires of Invention. So we're going to draw a card and then we're going to dig 2 cards deeper and we're looking for any land. Any land does it. Ding. Ding! So now, land. Fires. Haven't played a spell this turn, so we get to cast Howling Mine. Boom. Extra turn number 2. Now we are going to get to Serum Visions. So extra land, extra draw from the Howling Mine. Now we get to Serum Visions. We get to double Serum Visions. Looking for exactly that card. Awesome. We draw that card. And we have double Lightning Bolt. That kills both of these. So yeah, let's keep one of these, I guess. We did cast Serum Visions, so I guess let's ship the Remand that doesn't do anything. Play land. Savor the moment. Today is not the day to be playing this deck. Today is definitely not the day to be playing this deck. The lag is brutal. There's a remand on top, so I might as well shuffle it. And this is turn number 1. We still have another turn in the bank. That's what I was looking for. Excellent. So this is our win condition. Now we can just win. I mean, we could also just win with Jace Plus, but this is the faster way to win. Just more efficient. Hold on to that because of... So this is going to be a turn that we're not going to get to untap first. And then we're going to have 2 turns where we are going to get to untap. Holy crap, the lag is insane. The lag is absolutely unbearable. Wait, why can't I cast this? Just got exiled. Alright, whatever. Oh, I guess that the turns queue differently? Oh, because of the fairy, we can't cast the Chandra. Yeah, that makes sense. We're just doing this for value, just because we have more turns in the bank here. Use our walkers. This is fine. Extra turn, please. Oh my god, come on! We still have 1 turn, I think. Like, these turns are going so slow that I don't even know what we have left in the tank. No, I guess I don't need to use mana, that's right. Only 13 cards left in the deck, that's funny. We can cast 1 more spell, but I just don't want to. I'm lazy. Yeah, they're trying to farm the time because the lag is just too much. Which sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. What can you really do? Like, they obviously know that they are dead. They've been dead for the past 7 or 8 turns, but... Oh, come on. Magic Online. so slow. This is so stupid. Can I win, please? I just want this game to be over. Just want this game to be over. No, triggers. Don't do this to me, triggers. Don't do this to me, triggers. Yes, same targets. God damn it, same targets. Oh, that was... That was something. Dr. Ligma, thank you for the follow. The brave man to be playing this deck on MTGO is lagging like this. Yeah, I know. And the worst part is that the other deck that we have in the queue today is also gonna make me time out a million times. But it's okay. Reset modo. It's not a matter of resetting it. It's just laggy for everybody. Everybody's complaining about how laggy it is. Rapisodo, thank you for the follow. Did we get rid of the match? No, it's just modo updated and everything works like shit. Modo updated yesterday and everything has been working terribly, like absolutely heinous. Everything is just working slowly, everything is laggy, everything is miserable. I think I'm keeping this, and I think I'm playing Valakut Awakening as a land. Did I cast for a spell last turn? No. I played this the Sabor, the Bolt, and then I passed the turn, which took like a solid 25 seconds. And then I cast the Exhaustion. But no, you can only cast 2 spells with this card. This one is not bugged. If I see a land, I guess I'm not playing the Valakut Awakening. Okay. So I guess I'm not playing the Valakut Awakening. I would play around Ashiok, but my opponent has green and white mana, so they can't cast Ashiok, so I guess there's no need for me to play around Ashiok here. Why don't I have the record? I just explained it. Like, everything updated in Modo and nothing works. So the record tracker doesn't work, the client is extremely laggy, everything just works poorly right now. So I'm just trying to get cute there with the Verdant Catacombs. Valky. Great. You may look at my hand. I could have a manual record thing, which I can update. I'm not gonna remember though. You're gonna have to remind me to update it because I won't remember. I never do. Just finished OG Print Amulet Titan. I'll put a photo on Discord. That's awesome. That's sick, baby Dino. I've just spoiled you with the nice overlays. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I've kind of spoiled myself. Like, that thing is just so great. Your Birds of Paradise resolves. This lag was not as bad yesterday when I was playing Legacy. This lag has become significantly worse since yesterday. Have I tried resetting TGO? I have. God damn it. This deck needs Karn plus both. Karn could work in this deck, honestly. Gonna Yorion. Okay. The Yorion probably means that I can't resolve Narset here. Although actually, can I resolve Narset here? No, let's just Serum Visions. Chandra is kind of cool. We need that land. I guess I can just hold this Valkyrie Awakening to just reset my hand. So just go top here. And I guess we can choose whether we want to remand the Yorion or we can just dispute it. I guess a remand is better because if my opponent has Veil, I get to draw a card. Well, if they Veil Dispute, we're just dead. Any creatures playing gets thwarted by Saber the Moment. That's a good point, my Bluebird. You see, my Bluebird has thought of everything. This deck is perfect as is. Yeah, a handful of counter spells and fires. Pseudo Chown, thank you for the follow. If my opponent just tries to get cheeky and they pass the turn because they don't want to play into Remand, I'm just gonna play. Oh, this is great for me. I guess they could have something like Call Against Command or something like that, but we get to pick the Chandra. Now we pass the turn. My opponent does not know about this Mystical Dispute. They know about these 5 cards in my hand, but they don't know about these 2. So now they basically time walk themselves, which is great. Yeah. Smart going after the Narset. Good job, opponent. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. 1 mana short of paying for Dispute. Feels good, man. Yorion, you say? So they have only 1 unknown card. We can play Chandra and just minus on that thing. Now they can't pressure either one of my walkers. I can play this as a land, but I guess I'd rather hold it to cycle through my hand. Opponent can play Yorion, but it doesn't draw cards because of Narset. That one's really good. That one is exactly the best possible thing they could have had. So good on them. And that was their top deck, because otherwise they would have played it last turn. They had 2 mana, right? So that was exactly what they top decked. So good for them. So I guess we're just gonna have to win with Jace minus now, which is gonna take even longer than winning with Chandra. God damn it! With Jace ultimate, we're totally going to. We're totally gonna deck. Oh, we're totally gonna time out because of this stupid lag. 100% timing out because of this stupid lag. Frustrating. Quite frustrating. I guess Bolt is not bad. They are gonna get rid of Narset, so I guess I want to send all of these cards. Cast with Fires. We're gonna send 1, 2, 3. I guess I'm gonna send the Serum Visions as well. Just draw 5. Ding. We have to leave a stop on upkeep. My turn, set stop. So, cast with Fires. Castle Ventress. Upkeep. I think we're gonna bottom both. And then pass the turn. On my upkeep, we're gonna Castle Ventress. And I'm gonna flash in Dictate of Crucifix. So we get to draw. And now we have all of our mana that we can use because of fire, so ding 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 ding. We'll be taking a draw step now. Thank you very much. We did play one of our spells already, so I guess we just gotta play Savor the Moment. Pass the turn. This time around we don't get to activate Castle because of Savor the Moment. Good, good draw. This is fine, I'm okay. Thank you for the follow. So, Savor the Moment. Ooh, we can bounce Narset to target permanent to owner's hand, draw a card. And then next turn we can play Narset and we can look for another thingy. It's pretty neat. Land drop doesn't matter. In fact, I want to be holding lands in hand because of I have a second Valakut Awakening. So holding lands is actively good for me because it gives you more shots at drawing cards. Looking for Jace here. Second Narset. Well, we'll take a Valakut Awakening, I guess. Savor the Moment. And just pass the turn. Where's Jace? Really gotta find Jace here. Looking for Jace. Brutal. So I guess we're gonna cast with fires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess at this point I'm just shipping the bolt as well. Where is Jace? God damn it. Okay, so now we're gonna upkeep. We're gonna upkeep castle at this point. We probably have to keep a time warp though. Jace, please. So we're gonna be drawing 3 cards a turn now. They secretly surgical Jace. I think I'm just gonna die to the lag though, which is really unfortunate. Wow. This is just too many triggers, and it's just... Moto is just way too laggy. Oh my god! I just can't find the stupid Jace. I'm just gonna time out. I'm not gonna be able to win here. There we go. Well, what is this tough deck to play with Moto lagging the way it is? It's just like, yeah, I know. I would appreciate a concession too, but it doesn't look like my opponent's particularly interested in doing that. Because now at this point we have my opponent locked out on multiple avenues. Oh, they conceded. I appreciate it. Yeah, at this point, we basically have them locked up on multiple avenues given an infinite time. Because a Gaia Rich Sanitarium, we can keep a stop on their draw step. We always know what they are drawing, so every time that we find an instant, we always send it to the bottom. And we on draw step we just Gaia Reach, and they, because of how Narset works, they just cannot do anything about it. So basically we just have to minus on the Yorion to bounce it to hand, and then we bolt the Ren. So we had them locked out on multiple axes, but yeah, so very, very kind of my opponent to concede, because we were definitely timing out. Like it wouldn't have mattered. Like I'm a very fast player on MTGO, and it just wouldn't have mattered. You have seen how many wasted seconds were through every single one of my actions. So very, very kind of my opponent to concede there. All right, see you for the next round. All right, folks, welcome to another round. What are we looking at here? A bunch of time warps and nothing to do with them. Snapkeep. Nah, it's possible this is a mulligan, but only one way to find out. I think I'm playing the Valakut Stoneforge here because, like, I'm probably not gonna want to ship these cards. This is burn. Oh yeah, we can't ever win. Oh, Dredge. Same thing. Another deck that is super bugged. Apparently the Dredge mechanic is like, it's straight up, like, it just doesn't work. Not the Dredge deck doesn't work. Like, Dredge as a mechanic, period, is completely bugged. Like, it just doesn't work as intended. Yeah, we're gonna have to get used to this. Basically, Dredge is never not gonna have Reunion on 2. Dredge is never not gonna have Reunion on 2 anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they have triple imp in hand. Not a bad draw. And I'm assuming my opponent is copying the list that Sorek posted. And his list was playing no Bloodghasts, which I thought was interesting. So they have double Conflagrate and a Nox. We really have to find the fires here. Probably gonna remand this Ox. Exile 8 other cards. Yeah, definitely remanding this Ox. The problem is that puts us Dobbs, right? Because they have double Conflag. But I guess I'm just Dobbs to the board anyway, so I'd rather draw the card. Like if I leave this resolve, I'm dead to my opponent's board. That's a Seiko draw. Basically, this entire game was played perfectly, and it led me to this point. Never didn't have it. Nope, it was always there. We always knew. We always knew that it was there. Jace off the top. Jace, right here. Look at this Jace that we're gonna draw right now. Great Jace. That's not the Jace I was looking for. Too bad. Do you want to play another Savor the Moment here? And stack a couple of turns? So I can cantrip into stuff? I think I want to. But again, like, I can't let my opponent tap, so this just stack. If my opponent taps, they win. Like, that's just how it is. Huh? Maybe not so much anymore. So, return target permanent to Sonor's hand, draw a card. Serum Visions. Good, good, good. Exhaustion. Alright. Holding lands, because after 5, there's not really any reason to be holding lands. Oh, bouncer. Oh, bounce. Yeah, I totally missed that. Yeah, that's a great one. So I think I'm just gonna exhaustion here. Yeah, I definitely. Wow, it would have been so much better to bounce the Valakut Stoneforge. Yeah, that was the play. That would have been so much better because we also have the 5th land, so we don't care about that. Oh man, yeah, I'm feeling so stupid now. Especially because that's the one cryptic command. that's the cryptic command. All right, something good. We're gonna really need something good here. Not quite. Okay, so similar situation as before. I mean, it's technically 0 mana draw a card, so... Okay. So we just wasted all of those time warps, but we just fizzled. That really sucks. Maybe I shouldn't have played the second one. Oh no, but I can't remand anything that they do, so... I mean, I just have to take this. Yeah, we're just dead to the conflagrate that's in the graveyard. I guess that my opponent could mess it up here. They don't have any hasty threats, so I'm not worried about dying that way. We just have to hope my opponent goes for the Ox instead of going for the conflagrate. Like they somehow forget that Fires doesn't allow me to cast any spells on their turn. Yeah, I know. Yeah, last game we upkeep play the Dictate of Crewfix. Like I know how the card works. But all the time, did I just... Could I cycle at one point? Did I just miss a cycle? I thought that every time that I had this, like this requires me to have 2 spells, right? So I think that, at least I thought, that I was never in a situation where I could do both spells. There you go, Isati. Yeah, my opponent was very smart, and they decided to... I think if I had Cryptic bounced my Valakut Awakening, like they were saying in chat, I think I might have been able to win that game. Man, this is such an embarrassing card in this kind of matchup. Let's go with something like this. Like this hand. Relic is a little bit of a number with the other card. The one that we just bought with Pyromancer's Ascension. It's probably just fine. That's a mistake from them. They should have been one card that matters and one card that doesn't. Because now they exiled an amalgam to like a stupid relic. Like there was no need for that. Land? I don't think I'm tapping out though. Thrilling Discovery. That's a plan, I guess. Honestly, I am considering not even activating the relic like this because of the lag. Just gonna play Narset here. Hold up relic activation. That's a pseudo time walk. Also, just realized Narset kind of owns them. Like a bunch of their cards just don't do anything now. That's funny. Yep, they have seen enough. Relica Progenitus. Confirm busted. Please nerf, Wizards. Please nerf. I'm looking at forces. Don't think I want them though. No lander. I guess that there is actually a 2-lander, but no hate card, no nothing, so ship it. Much better. Keep, and we're gonna. I guess both of these arts are shitty, so let's sheep the shittiest art. I think I'm going turn 1. I guess I could go turn 1 Serum Visions. If I go turn 1 Serum Visions, it sets up my hand better and it plays around Nature's Claim, which I saw my opponent bringing multiple copies of. Yeah, we keep both of these. So they need to do something pretty damn impressive this turn. It's a reunion. It's pretty good. 1 imp, imp, Imp times 2 and Thug. This is my opponent's hand. 7 power, that's no joke. Of note, the Relic wouldn't have changed this, right? The Relic wouldn't have been able to stop this from happening. My opponent just dredged well. Nothing I could have done. So we know that their hand is Imp, Thug, and what's his name? Imp times 2 and Thug. We know that the top card of our deck is a red source. So we're taking 7 here. I'm trying to think if I can play this Howling Mine. I don't think I can. Because I need to prevent myself from taking 3 to the stupid thingy. Dredge Loam. So I think I'm exiling here. This means that they get loam, but they don't have mana. So I think I'm just exiling here. And I'm gonna try to bottleneck them on mana. It's bad if they find exactly Crippin' Chill in the top 3 cards of their deck. It's good otherwise. And here I can hold up Gust to counter this loam. No, yeah, I think we're gonna pass. I just don't think I can have my opponent drawing an extra card here. That just brings them closer to Crippin' Chill, which kills me. So down to 3. Opponent doesn't do anything. Interesting. Tapped Steam Vents. So we're just gonna tap and draw. And hopefully we can set something up. It's not looking good though. It's really not looking good. All right. Alright, so opponent's gonna loam those lands. Ground, Foundry, Mine. Alright. Let's go. Buckle up, folks. Brutal. That's their one card, man. Their one card, their one draw step. Their only one draw step, their one unknown card is the exact only card that can do anything to stop me. That's ridiculous. No, we're dead now. We can't cast anything because we don't get to untap. We're at 6. My opponent has 7 power. That's so gross. That's so disgusting. I am so sad about that. I am so sad about that. Anyway, see you for the next round. Alright, trying to brush off my opponent being a luck sack in the previous match. But it's okay. We can come back into this. Not with this hand though. Maybe with this hand. We have the combo. Howling Mind plus Narset. Don't mind if I do. You get it? Mine. I just crack me up. I just crack me up sometimes. That joke has you howling. Good. Good. Let's keep that going. And we're just crossing our fingers here, by the way, because like we don't know whether we're drawing land, and if we're not drawing land and we don't get to play Narset, then we're just making my opponent draw 2 cards every turn, and we're just drawing 1. It's gonna be the saddest timeline of them all. People stop. Come on, Scott. Stomping Ground Shock. This is gonna be a red and ticks. Spreading Seas. Sounds good. Why the hell are we playing that card? No idea. Alright. Land. We got 2 looks at a land. That's 1 look. This I am so sad right now. Between the last game where my opponent drew the only card that I could have stopped me, and this game where I'm failing to find a land, I'm just sad to no end. I'm just sad to no end. Never experienced such sadness. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. I was just packing it in. Kind of just concede here. I guess I want to see what my opponent's playing, because they're not playing any tier deck. Like, this is not 5-color nib, which is what I assumed when I saw Yorion. My opponent's playing some sort of brew. Hey Foxantis, how you doing? Yeah, you played very well, but that Nature's Claim, but we had perfect information though, right? Because when you dredged from the Cathartic Green, you have no cards, and then you dredged. Maybe you had drawn it on the previous turn. I don't know. By the way, is the dredge mechanic fixed? Because I was hearing, I was reading that Sorek was saying that the dredge mechanic was just fucked up. My opponent's doing a bunch of stuff over there. So they're just playing like a... they must be playing some Ephemerate deck. Okay, I'm off it. But they're playing some form of Ephemerate deck. I assume. So we probably want bolts and we probably want Anger of the Gods. Man's probably not good, and so is Pyromancer's Ascension. We keep the other cards. Obviously blacklisted because you're not playing with the new cards. That has to be it. That has to be it. I also have no access to the new cards anyway, so there's also that. Yeah, I guess it could be the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. It could be that one, yeah, for sure. Am I doing this again to myself? I guess I am. I just know that we're gonna get Avalanche Rider out of the game. I just know it, you know? Sneep Gang, exactly. This league has indeed been an absolute roller coaster of emotions. It has been a roller coaster of emotions. Starting off with that Green Tron match, that was just infuriating. Opponent's about to feel the tiredness. They're about to feel the tiredness. Overtrekker Führer, thank you for that follow. Seal of Fire? Is that big? Because of Renegade Rallier? That's really funny. Am I doing this? I think I am. Kind of scares me what my opponent can do at 4 mana. At 5 mana, sorry. And they currently have one of every color, so... If we find land, we can fires in to savor the moment. But we're not getting any value, which is what we run into, the problem we run into a couple of times already. Like, you just cast a million time words, but if you're not getting value any other way, they just don't really add up to anything. Okay, so there's a land, and there's also... I guess we keep the bolt on top as well. Can we afford to keep the bolt on top? Like, we definitely want the land right now. I think I'm just gonna ship the bolt. And I'm gonna try to set up one of the card advantage engines. Green Tron is so awkward because your game plan is rarely about beating them with value in the classic ways, but rather steaming the bleeding until you can go off with proper. Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what my opponent stopped me from doing last time. That's fine. I just sided out all of my romance, so... Because of this fella. Raveling all the fun over there. Just out there doing some raveling of fun and stuff. Something good, please. That's brutal. I guess I'm gonna Gaia Reach. That's awesome. Alright. That's exactly what I was looking for. So now we're probably gonna time warp here. Okay, so it definitely is the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. 100% we're looking at the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. Let's see if we can survive the lag. At this point is Fran versus the lag. Who's gonna win? Is it better to draw on this card or is it better to scry? I think I want to scry. Exhaustion, Lightning Bolt. Spot on both of these. And we're gonna upkeep Castle Ventress again. Because it's effectively the same thing, right? At this point, this cry is very, very close to drawing a card, except it looks one card deeper. Cast that. Cast that. Hold on to this for Valakut Awakening. We have Cryptic to draw towards, right? We can bounce the one that's in play. Narset is kind of a sick draw there. Stops all of that nonsense. Okay, we do get to pass the turn, but my opponent does not draw extra cards. And we are fairly ahead. Yeah, I'm not gonna minus Narset again. Yeah, I know about the seal. But I have to expect my opponent has at least one the white card. Maybe I should have bolted the Teferi at some point. I don't think so though. Like sure they bounce what? Like my fires? It's kind of whatever. Maybe the Howling Mine at this point is what they bounce. You got a bird. A plus. Okay. Deputy of Detention. Well, good thing I did not bolt the Teferi. If you're concerned about deck size, we can always add mana because of Chandra. Yeah, sure. So I guess we got to untap with everything, so... Hello. Bottom, top. Let's savor that moment. We have a couple of options here. I can kill the deputy and just let my opponent tap. I can kill deputy, let my opponent tap. I think that's what I want to do. And then I can Jace plus savor the moment next turn. That seems better. That seems better to me. So we kill deputy, get back our Chandra. I guess if I was gonna do that, then I should have done this on my opponent's turn, so we can so we get the Narset value. Yeah, maybe I messed up here. I think I still have a line drop even. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of that's what I'm thinking of doing. But I don't really want to expose the Jace to a what's his name? The Skyclave apparition. We have used 3 time warps and 1 savor the moment. So like we have used half of our extra turn spells. And if I'm gonna be giving my opponent a turn, I feel like I want it to be in this circumstance where they are like they don't really have that much going on. Why is my opponent taking forever here? Oh, they lost connection, that's why. We do have exhaustions, that's true. I think I'm just keeping this bolt at this point. Narset is kind of sick in this deck. Not gonna lie. Narset is kind of sick. Yeah, so here's the apparition. Which is probably gonna take care of the Chandra. We're kind of running out of win cons here. Like, if my opponent has an Ephemerate, we may be in trouble. Maybe I should have held on to the second Jace, honestly. Thinking about it in retrospect. Do you want to kill this? Oseron with the Prime sub. Welcome to the Prime Time Stronghold. Some Pog champs in chat. Can kill this, which doesn't really matter. Can just take another turn. I really want to kill this Skyclave though. If they have Ephemerate, we get super blown out though. No Ephemerate is big. It's big game. It's big game. Four, baby. Unbeatable. Basically makes them discard. Narset is kind of nuts. If you're not going to take an extra turn, why not lead on the bolt? Because I didn't know what I was going to be taking. But yeah, I mean, I made a mistake too. Enigmatic Incarnation. Okay. What can they go find for 2 mana? I honestly don't know, George. I kind of have no idea what I'm doing. In case that wasn't clear. So they're destroying their own land. Brain Maggot. But that doesn't do anything though. So I'm just gonna start plussing now. We are in plus o'clock. Cryptic. Bottom? No, you're fine. You can draw Vista. We can just bolt the Maggot. Oh, we already cast the Dictate of Prefix. That's fine. And then draw step, we're just gonna Gaia Reach again. Oh, okay. That's actually a good point. That's actually good. So I guess it's better to activate this on upkeep than draw step. Spell's Guide. You got it. Doesn't really matter, so they're limited to your cards. Okay. Which is gonna happen soon. Also, they're like destroying their own mana sources in order to get their value. Yeah, they just pack it in. Yeah, they realize that it's gonna take a long time. They're 5 minutes behind on clock. They can't realistically win, so they just pack it in. Smart, smart, smart. Enigmatic Incarnation. Does that mean we want Aether Gust? Probably. This deals with the Incarnation, which is pretty nice. Anger still seems good. Bold seems fine. Maybe we can cut one Fires. Strip Jar, thank you for the follow. Did opponent just scoop to boredom? I cannot confirm nor deny that. All I can say is that we are only 3 matches in. We still have 1 full match, and it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes for this stream, so... Force or Dispute. I think that if we go for Force or Dispute and stuff, we're just gonna start missing on the stuff that we want. Like, we're just not gonna be able to get our engine going. Do we include this deck are the Planeswalker? Yes. The Walkers are how we win. Am I playing out this Awakening or am I holding it in hand? I think I'm holding. Yeah, well, I'm definitely holding now. Gus can also hit our own fires to free ourselves to multi-spell. That's true. It's a very good point. You just play stuff, opponent. Just play random stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Just play your birds. Just deploy your creatures. Seal of Fire is just weird. Opponent 4 cards in hand. Are they just playing? They're just playing all 5 colors, right? Fulminator Mage. It's messed up. That's super messed up. How angry am I at this Birds of Paradise? How angry are the gods, are these Birds of Paradise? It also forces the issue on the Fulminator. I think I'm just gonna chill. Because it's not like I'm gonna get to deploy Jace on an empty board, right? It's only bad if my opponent goes and gets Brain Maggot. Like they did last game. No, opponent's playing Enigmatic Incarnation. Yep. Okay. They're really on the LD plan over there. But they're not pressuring me, so like I don't really have to do anything. I can just sit here and do nothing. Okay, here we go. Fetch land. Well, actually, we have no basic mountains, so if my opponent goes... This is gross! Renegade Rallier, Phantasmal Image? That's kind of sick. What are they gonna do? They're gonna copy Rallier? Please copy Rallier. Please copy Rallier. Yes! Sick value. And now they get back the Seal of Fire and they get sucked into Enigmatic Incarnation. That's amazing. That is amazing. Last card in hand is Yorion. So if my opponent bring maggots here, we get destroyed. Don't do it, opponent. Don't get the brain maggot. Get something else. No. Bye-bye. Just too much value. I guess if we find the second dagger off the top, we probably win. Howling Mine. Probably not gonna cut it. We could play Jace, but then Jace just dies, and we have no red sources. Why didn't we EOT Awakening? If I EOT Awakening, my opponent fulminates my land. We don't have any basic mountains. So my opponent fulminates my land and I have no top decks. At this point, I'm hoping to top deck an answer to the Bring Maggot so I can Anger of the Gods. If I do that, then I have no top decks. Like I'm not drawing towards anything. I'm just dead. I think we're just fucked here. Like this Bring Maggot really got us good. I mean, realistically, it was the Fulminator plus Phantasmal Image combo. Yeah, I guess I just have to hope to Lucksuck here. I think I just have to Lucksuck. And then take it from there. Like we find the fires, then we get to fires plus time warp, then we take it from there. I guess if we would need to fires plus save at the moment, we wouldn't get to time warp because my opponent can fulminate or response to the fires. So by the time the fires resolves, we actually have only Only 4 lands in play instead of 5. That's 8 damage. I imagine they're gonna play Yorion. If we find exactly fires, we may have a shot. But we need to find exactly fires. They're gonna copy Fulminator now? They probably should copy Fulminator. Oh, second Brain Maggot. That's devastating. Alright, my opponent's deck is just nuts, so I love it. That's probably not the right thing to take, though. If they have a disenchant effect that they can get off of the Seal of Fire, we're super dead. Alright, my opponent deserves this. My opponent deserves this. Yeah, the Yorion kills us, so Anger doesn't work. Lightning Bolt. Okay, we have a shot then. So they only have 1 Fulminator, so I think I have to fetch for both of the Steam Vents that are left in my deck. And we have to top deck exactly Fires as one of our lands, as one of our 2 cards. And then we need to go off from there. If we find Fires, maybe we have a shot. Lol. Nope. That's not it. God damn it. Even Exhaustion makes it so all the Yorion makes it so all the cards are untapped. I just want to see. Pay to see. Pay to see, but we're dead. That was really cool when my opponent managed to assemble over there. Alright, last round. 1 round left. Okay, last round of the day. Sure. I didn't register this deck to not keep this hand, right? Just gonna turn 2, slam this Howling Mine. It's gonna be great. Savage Rocker 099 Finger of the Follow. Or 1 and 3 actually. Why not guarantee time warp? Your index to make your you mean last turn? Because that would have meant that I have to take 1,000,000 damage. Because my opponent's gonna destroy one of my red sources, right? So I need to double fetch and shock. This is prowess. Probably getting prowessed. I kind of want to Serum Visions now. Yeah, let's have it in mind. More mana efficient, hopefully draws me into an Narset. Harder to interact with. The mirror. What are you up to over there, OP? Leave life on the edge. Yeah, exactly. Just a blind howl in mine. This is not a stream for cowards. Remand is like the perfect draw there. Steam Vents fetch for Triumph. What's my opponent doing over there? Just like Jeskai control? Turn 3, savor the moment. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to savor the moment next turn, I think. Opponent living that Triumph life over there. We are decking them right now, so there's that. Pitching Jace the Mind Sculptor. I think I'm pitching Savor the Moment. End step, we get to bounce one of their Triumphs and draw a card if they do nothing. Then we untap and we get to play Fires with Remand backup. Just Jeskai control, just Boomer Jeskai. I think it's just Boomer Jeskai. What my opponent's up to over there? Yeah, I think this is fine. Can pitch a Scalding Tarn. Helix Face. I wonder if they're trying any new cards. Savage Rocker 099 with a Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold Savage Rocker. Thank you for the Prime sub. Kind of want my opponent to just hard counter this instead of remand. I can remand my own fires, but that's just bad if my opponent has... If I remand my own fires and my opponent has a Teferi, they get to untap and slam the Teferi. Yeah, that just puts too much pressure on us. We have to remand it. That sucks. That sucks. They discarded a bunch of lands and then they missed the land drop, which is weird. Oh no, I guess they're fine. No, because we bounced the land. Yeah, no, they did not miss the land drop. Never mind. This matchup seems not very good for us. Also, another incredibly long matchup, probably. A beautiful symmetric hand, indeed. We just don't have enough counter spells, so like they just keep remanding us and there's nothing that we can do. Like, it's pretty brutal. Like how Exhaustion does nothing? Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. I'm just throwing it out there because I have to discard something, and this is the card that I would be discarding, so I might as well just have them not untap the lands, I guess. We're winning the clock race, though. We are winning the clock race. So that's cool, at least. Counter some bolts? What are the bolts for? Escape Lawful makes me think Kiki. It's possible. I don't think it's very likely. It's a Snapcaster Remand. Snap Remand is kind of okay, though. Okay. Play land, pass the turn. Gonna bolt my face, opt. So now they're decking first. Good to keep in mind. Good to keep in mind that they're taking first now. What do we have for the sideboard? We have relics. We have... Oh, Ascension actually looks fine. Ascension actually looks good. Forces. Dispute. That's it. It's probably gonna need a fairy. Sure. It's honestly kind of okay. Now we have double fires. Play this card. Remand is just so devastating. It's crazy. What if I exhaustion here? Okay. I think I pitched Narset actually. Like my opponent has a bazillion cards in hand. Decking them is honestly a somewhat realistic win condition at this point. I have to imagine they're playing Force. Another exhaustion. So they're gonna cryptic this. So we probably have just this turn, and if my opponent has double bolt or like bolt helix or something, we're just gonna die. They discarded a helix, so I'm assuming that they're setting up lethal here. I honestly wonder if we should have just not played the fires, just like let on time warp, see what my opponent does, then we see what's up. But I think we're just dead here. Yeah, we might have punted there. Because we would have been able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I guess we could have done like exhaustion and then see what's up. Yeah. So these cards in, these in, these in. We cut the fires. And what did we say we cut? The savor the moments. Nice Howling Man. Yeah, it didn't really work out, huh? Probably Ascension is okay. And Exhaustion looks fine. Exhaustion? Do you think Exhaustion is better than Save at the moment? I guess they have their own walkers, so... maybe? Save at the moment is really bad, though. Yeah, we have to be careful because the relics are in Numbo with our Powermancer Ascensions. This art is kind of sick. Kind of looks like a goblin. I always thought that it was kind of a goblin. How is the motor lag? Really bad. Really, 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 really bad. Kind of struggling here a little bit with the lag, but it is what it is. Spot on both of those. Celestial Colonnade has shown up. A wild Celestial Colonnade has appeared. Celestial Colonnade Gamer over there. Truly the 1-3 bracket. God damn it. Are the emotes not working? Why don't you have emotes? You should have emotes. Dictate of Crufix. Should I upkeep this? I think I'm gonna upkeep it. Draw 2. Kriegasm. You had to change CCS so it canceled your sub? Wow. Rough. Tough life out there. Tough life out there. I can't believe it's gonna be this is about to be a 3-hour league. Good old Howley, man. I guess remanding your own spell doesn't quite work when the spell you're trying to push through is a spell that draws your opponent's cards. So maybe that was a mistake on my part. Maybe I'm just playing myself over here. Maybe I'm just out here playing myself and losing somehow. Snapcaster? Yeah, I'm just gonna play the Narset just to resolve it. So they're digging for force, I guess? They found it because they left the card on top, so I'm assuming that they found it. Maybe they just double vault. Or maybe they were just cycling up just because the Narset comes down and they can't do anything anymore. No extra cards for you, opponent. Ha 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 ha. Boom, draw 4. Easy draw 4 there. Opponent 6 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ascension. Ascension looks fine. Yeah, we're fighting hard for those 50 PPs. Fighting hard for them 50 PPs. Restoration Angel. Well, I was not expecting that one, I'll tell you that much. Am I forcing this? No, I'm not forcing this. "2013 says hi." Yeah, I know, right? Narset did get a reasonable amount of value already, so not that concerned. But now we're a little bit closer to parity in terms of the value that we're getting from these effects. Love to see another Narset. Just stopping both of these? Sure. Stop them both. Mesris, thank you for the follow. Play this card. Play this other card. Guess we could have time warp there. Celestial Purge, that's fine. Second resto. F's in chat. Also, I just realized that my last teammate is in my hand, so if my opponent plays a Kiki Chiki, I can't even bolt it. Alright, no Kiki. Sweet. I honestly wish that these Savor the Moments were just freaking exhaustions instead. Well, so fetch lands are dead. We have to watch out for that. Bottom and bottom. Dead card. Bun of the Honey variety coming back with a tier 1 sub for 24 months, 2 years. Can't believe it has been this long. Don't get to catch you live often, but catch up watching the YouTube videos. Awesome, Bun. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. Appreciate it. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 10 mana total. 10 mana is enough to time warp twice, or time warp with remand plus forced backup. Because we're dead next turn, right? Because they have the colonnade. Does anybody have any idea what happens if I would play Savor the Moment here? Like, would I get the turn that's tapped first, or would I get the turn that is the time warp turn first? What are we getting? What's the dealio? You get the Saber turn first. Okay, so the last one that resolves is the first one that I'm getting, basically. Fluster Storm. Well, that's a fucking card. All of them target the time warp. So I'm just dead now. That's literally the only card that wins them the game, right? Because anything else I just force. But now I'm just dead to the fucking angels. Plus the colonnade. Fluster Storm in Modern, man. Fuck me, I guess. Sometimes you're just not supposed to get your PPs back, I guess. But wait! So I have to kill the colonnade here. What an idiot! I am such an idiot! I thought that this had 2 counters. I thought I already had a bolt in the graveyard. Well. Let's say that I'm not helping myself, I guess. I am not helping myself here. For whatever reason, I thought that this had 2 counters. Why did I think that this have 2 counters? No, yeah, I mean, I guess I can double force something if I wanted to. So my only out is for my opponent to not attack with Colonnade and just, like, try to bolt me out of the game or something. It's exactly why I did it. Shut up. Shut up, Kevin. Get out of here. No, don't activate Colonnade. Don't do it. Don't do it. Damn it. The bluff. Here comes the bluff. Here comes the bluff. No, you don't want to concede, opponent? Okay, that's fine. That's okay, I guess. Well, all right. The deck could do some very cool stuff, I have to say. Like when we went off against Tron in match number 1, that was really exciting. It does have some pretty problematic holes just by design. The synergy between Narset and Howling Mind, Dictate of Graphics, seems powerful. This card just seems really bad. It seems extremely hard to turn it on because we only have very few cards that we play 4 copies of. So if you don't draw any of these cards, like this card is just impossible to turn on. Like we struggled every single match to turn it on, so... Yeah, obviously I fucked up that last game. I don't think that's particularly... that's not particularly a secret or anything, but like it just seemed really hard to turn on. And as we saw, like for example, my opponent, like against the deck that we just played against the Jeskai control deck, my opponent was bringing in answers to red enchantment, so they had access to Celestial Purge, and like we sided out our fires, but by having access to Paramount Zero Ascension, we gave them a target for their Celestial Purges that were otherwise dead. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Like for probably if you want to bring an alternate angle of attack, like an alternate win condition, it's probably a good idea to play a win condition that fights on a different axis than your actual win conditions. So maybe that's something to keep in mind. The Valakut Awakenings were... they kind of felt like the best card in the deck, honestly. Like... they felt really good, particularly when we had to, like, we were kind of like locked, and like the Valakut Awakenings allowed us to do a bunch of stuff. The match that we lost against the Incarnation deck, I think we would have had a significantly higher chance of winning if we had had access to, excuse me, to one basic mountain. We ended up losing to that Fulminator, and we just have no way of playing around it. Like our opponent was just like whenever they wanted to, they would have just been able to blow up our lands anyway. So I feel like maybe we should have room for one basic mountain. Not like super sold on the idea, but it feels kind of like a little bit of a necessity though. Savor the Moment was really bad whenever we didn't draw fires. It was really good when we did, but it was really bad whenever we didn't. So maybe there's like maybe there's an argument for playing like 3 of this. And maybe, I don't know, something else. Is there a way to play one of the 6 mana ones, maybe? Or maybe like a Nexus? Because one thing that's pretty nice about the Nexus would be that it is a way to make sure that we don't die to our own Howling Mine and Dictate of Crucifix effects. And as long as you have 7 lands, sorry, you basically cannot deck. Well, I guess that you can, because you would draw multiple cards on the same turn. So yeah, that actually makes no sense. It makes it harder to deck, but it doesn't make it impossible. If you have multiple Crucifix effects. Unless you have fires, I guess. And you can draw it, and before the second trigger resolves, you Nexus again. And then you draw it, and then you Nexus again. It's pretty funny. I think Saber is much better with Reclamation in Simic. I mean, no, it was very good here. I'm not saying, like, whenever we had Fires and Saber the moment, but, like, for example, right there in that control matchup, my opponent, they let the Fires resolve because they knew that they could answer whatever it is that we played afterwards. And then they can just do that, right? Like, we're only limited to playing 2 spells in a single turn, so that really limits your options. And when you naturally draw the Saber the moment, it feels really, really bad. So it's kind of weird in that sense, like. So yeah, those are like some thoughts that I have right off the top of my head. I feel like you probably need some more like Remand style cards. Like I really dislike Remand right now. I don't think it's very good. And again, like even in the control matchups, Remand is much worse in this deck than in other control decks, because remanding your own spell, as we just saw, when your plan is to get a Howling Mine or Dictate of Crucifix in play, doesn't really work. Like, Remand is just bad at that point. So maybe you want to be playing something else. I don't know. Like, it's probably still fine. Like, you probably in the control matchup, like, yes, maybe Remand sucks, but you're probably still fine. Like, it's probably good in a bunch of other matchups. I just think that Remand is really bad in the format right now. I just think that Remand is very, very bad in Modern, in the current state of the format. Remand was just what was good a week ago. No, but I don't think that you can just like cut the Remands, because then you have a massive gap in your mana curve. Like, you're never doing anything on turn 2. And you can't really afford to do that. So I feel like you need something like Remand or Mana Leak or Logic Knot or like whatever it is. Like, Logic Knot doesn't even count. Logic Knot is more of a late game counter spells. But Remand does draw you into your Fires, which is what you want to see. But just like by design, just counter magic is super awkward in a Fires deck. It just really sucks. And that's when the Valkyrie Awakenings come in, right? Like, whenever you resolve the Fires, we were able to draw a bunch of cards thanks to Valkyrie Awakening, because we were able to cycle our Remands. So, like, it's fine. You probably need to be playing some Remands, but it's just not very good, I don't think. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this league. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like the lag got a lot better after, like, towards the end, so maybe they're fixing that thing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.